Are you a purpose-driven entrepreneur struggling to get web traffic that converts into paying clients? Stop wasting time and money. Discover how to position yourself as the go-to authority in your niche or industry. Infuse your wow website with the best unmarketing strategies and drive traffic to your website that converts to leads and clients. Listen to the Unmarket Your Business podcast today and watch as your ideal clients find you with ease. Let's head into the studio now with our hostess with the mostest, Carol J. Dunlop. Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Carol J. Dunlop, the online wow strategist and 10-time Amazon bestselling author. How's it going? Did you eat too much for the Thanksgiving, the eating day, or did you get by, just enough? Did you do good? Let me know in a comment, if you're on the show notes page or wherever you're listening. Let me know how your Thanksgiving went and just how things went in general. I hope it was well. We had a great Thanksgiving. It was just me and my husband, and because we were in Mexico, they're all in the States. We did some phone calls and stuff, and I got to see my middle granddaughter, Royce, sing at the church service. My God, she's so big and beautiful. How can she not be beautiful, right? But she is big and beautiful and awesome, and she did a great job. And I was able to FaceTime with her. My sister was there, so she was able to have us FaceTime together. It was great to catch up with her and get over here to Mexico so she can visit, and we can just spend some quality time together. So it was great. So coming up this episode in just a few minutes, my friend and colleague Althea McIntyre is going to be talking about high ticket sales, or how to get more high ticket sales and closing high ticket sales. You're not going to want to miss that. We did a challenge together several years ago when we were talking about women entrepreneurs not feeling like they were enough, knew enough, and all of that. And it was fiery as anything. She is awesome. I know you're going to love it. And she is a salesperson. If you want to learn about sales, you can definitely learn it from her. And she has a 5-day challenge, a sales challenge coming up, and we'll tell you more about that. Now, before we get into it, this is the perfect time for you to create your ultimate sales funnel. And I have the ultimate sales funnel creation masterclass for you, because we just finished with Black Friday. I don't know how you did on your Black Friday sales or whatever. Did you have a funnel? Did you have a lead magnet that went to a thank you page that after they signed up for that, then it went to the one-time offer, or it showed them a one-time offer? Did you make just exactly what you thought you were going to make, or could you have made more if you had a better funnel? So that's what this masterclass is all about. It takes you all the way from creating your lead magnet, doing the emails for that, having the thank you page, which also has an upsell on it, so you don't miss out on any coins, right? Because when is a good time to sell someone? When they're not thinking about that you're going to sell them something. You're giving them something away for free, and you're giving them a choice to do this sales thing that you're putting on right now. And then once they've actually bought something, you show them an offer that only the people see when they get to that point where they're more likely to spend more money with you. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You can say like 50% of the people will see your lead magnet page and opt into your list. And then another 50% maybe even 20% of the people will see your offer on the thank you page, take advantage of that. And then about 10% of those people will take advantage of the one-time offer. So you see how the numbers go. If you start with 100 and then you work down to maybe 2 or 3, but if you have a one-time offer that's $97 and then you sell 2 people, that's $200, when in the beginning it was a free thing, right? So that's what having the best funnel is all about. And it's only $97, and guess what? You get 2 months of access to the Unmarketing Academy, where all 300 trainings are ready for you to explore. And you can discover to do all the things associated with marketing your business. Just go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/free to upsell. Unmarketyourbusiness.com. That's free, the number 2, and upsell, and take advantage of that right now. So what time is it now? Check time. And our featured I guess you could say software. I'm gonna call it. It's a plugin really for WordPress. Is Backup WordPress, because if you don't back up your site and something happens, you're going to be down. Can you afford for your site to be down? What if it was in the middle of some big launch or big sale or whatever, and people can't get to your site because it's been hacked, it's been compromised, you got some malware on there, and now you got to put it back up. If you don't have a backup, you're just, out of luck for a long time until you redesign that whole thing. Why go through all that trouble? Back your thing up. This is a free plugin that's available in the WordPress depository. When you get inside your site, you see where the plugins are. You just click add plugin and look up Backup WordPress. And it's all one word, Backup WordPress. And you can set it to go on a schedule to back up your whole site or just a database. Personally, I have my site backed up every day. I back up the database because that's what runs your WordPress site, the actual database. That's all the stuff in the database, all your plugins and everything are in there, right? And then every 2 weeks, I back up the entire site, which is the database plus all the files, all the pictures, all the graphics, all the other things that are there. So that runs seamlessly on the back end. I don't have to do anything. And then you can send that back up to wherever you want. You can have it emailed to you. You can send it to Dropbox. You can send it to another storage thing, whatever. The thing is to have a backup that you can pretty much restore quickly so you can get your site back up and running again.
What's holding you back from hitting go on your marketing plan? Fear, being unsure, imposter syndrome, frustration? That stops now. What if I showed you how to reach your target audience and get them to buy? How to make social media marketing easy? How to understand the power of email marketing? And how to conquer your fear of putting yourself out there? What if I provided you with simple tools and techniques, easy to implement training that bring you clarity, and give you the expertise and the know-how to convert marketing into money? Hey there, I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online wild strategist and 6-time best-selling author. I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you to convert marketing into money. If you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur who's ready to stop allowing fear and frustration to keep you stuck and instead embrace clarity, authority, and expert instruction to convert your marketing strategies into money in the bank, then you need to join the Unmarketing Academy. In the Academy, you'll take a deep dive into the tools, techniques, and trainings that helped me and my husband to sustain our successful business in spite of the 2008 recession, 2 major health crises, and of course, the pandemic. The Academy is about replacing expensive, frustrating, and overwhelming marketing practices with simple, easy to implement marketing resources that get you in front of your target audience and get you paid. This Academy is for purpose-driven entrepreneurs who crave simple marketing strategies, coaches who need real-life trainings to take the overwhelm out of marketing, small business owners who are ready to conquer their fear of putting themselves out there, service providers who want to use social media and email marketing effectively, action takers who are ready to go live without fear. Marketing your business successfully takes work and marketing. Without marketing, they don't know you exist. If you're ready to convert your marketing into money, you need to join the Unmarketing Academy.
Join the Unmarketing Academy today by going to unmarketyourbusiness.com/join. All right, now without any further ado, let's jump in the studio with Althea McIntyre and hear what she's talking about for high ticket sales. Hey everyone, I am so excited. I told you earlier that Althea McIntyre will be on and she's going to be talking about the secrets of high ticket sales. So without any further ado, Althea, I'm bringing you up on the stage right now.
Hi y'all, how you doing? I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here, girl. You are my friend. You are my sales girlfriend. You are the fiery one. I love it when you talk and it, we haven't talked in a long time. And we got together again during the Power of Your Message Summit that we just finished, right? And you were on there live at the end of the 5-day thing. You were on there and I was like, I forgot how fiery she was. Oh my God. And you were talking about sales and you were like, people are telling you you can't say, that's a lie. And I was like, yes. I was like, I got to get her on the podcast because we got to talk.
Yes, we have to talk. It's a favorite subject of mine.
Yes,
Get fired up.
So before we get into that, I would love for you to introduce yourself to the audience, tell them who you serve and what you do, because inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I'm Althea McIntyre, and I help high-level female entrepreneurs enroll high-ticket clients of $25,000 or more in a single sales conversation, even if they currently have a small audience. So while some business coaches, really most business coaches, talk about low ticket sales and others talk about high ticket sales, I talk about how to close high ticket sales in a single sales conversation. That's who I am, and that's who I help.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Especially when we're talking about closing it at one time. And, I don't know what the thing is right now. The low ticket sale thing is just taking over the earth. And everybody say, get your low ticket offer in, low ticket offer. I'm like, but do you realize how much you have to scale and how many low ticket things you got to sell in order to get to the money that you want to make? If you're trying to make if you're even trying to make $1,000 in a month, how many of those low ticket, $25, $35, maybe $47 things you got to sell? Come on now.
So low ticket has a purpose and it's a place. But if you want to, Carol, just like you said, if you want to make a lot of money serving quickly, right? If you want to make your fastest path to cash is high ticket sales, again, you have to be able to deliver on what you promised.
Yeah.
Low ticket is just going to be it's the longest, hardest path to make the money that you want to make for many reasons, not only the monetary reasons.
Right. I think that it came about, and we're going to switch up in just a second. I think that it came about because everybody was saying, you need to raise your prices. You need to raise your prices. You need to make more money. You need to make more money. And nobody was selling anything. So if you're not selling anything, at least if you sell something that's $25, $50, $17, $18, at least you're making a sale. It's kind of a confidence booster. If I can do this, I can do that. But like you said, it does have a place. I mean, I've done it too, but
Yeah, so this is where you're going to get me fired up. Here's the problem. We're told, raise your price, raise your price, raise your price, but we're never taught how to have the confidence to sell at a higher ticket level. And so we raise our price, and then because we've never told how to have confidence in the value or confidence at that higher price, then no one buys. And we think, God, that business coach gave me the wrong advice. Let me lower my price again. See, that's why, again, most people say low ticket offers. I teach how to not only sell at a high ticket offer, how to build the sales confidence so that you close high ticket offers, how to know the value that you bring so you can close high ticket offers. And that's why most people have reverted to low ticket sales, because they haven't been taught this fundamental component that you need to have in order to sell and close high ticket buyers.
That makes a lot of sense. And I totally understand, because, we set the market. What is happening with us people who are selling, or us, soldiers out there in the field? We set the market. If we're struggling, then the coaches who are trying to sell to us, let me see what I can do to help get more sales in myself. And then these themes come out: low ticket, high ticket, sell a lot, do events and all of that. So I want to talk to everyone that's out there and say, hey, you need to see what is right for you. Get your confidence up. Know what you're selling, know what it's going to do, know your results. But the main thing you have to do, and I was talking to a client about this morning, the main thing you have to do is you have to make it all about the person you're selling to, because they don't care. They do not care how many sales awards you've gotten. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care what school you went to. They just want to know what's in it for me. That's the only station that they're listening to. What's in it for me?
Exactly. I mean, we need to start and sell from the marketplace instead of selling to the marketplace. Who is your ideal client? What is the problem they want solved or the need they want met? And based on that drives the offer that you create, the container of the offer, right? Is it a live event? Is it a retreat? Is it is it a high level? And the price. We have it backwards. We have it all about us. I love how you said the point they're looking at, the only perspective is, how is this helping me?
Right.
People are selfish, right? Like we as humans, we're selfish, right? We're self-centered.
And we need to be, because we're looking to spend money with you to get a result that you said I could get. And if I get that result that you said, in the end, it doesn't matter how much it costs me. I just want that, I just want that result, whatever that is. So I'm glad we're on the same page with that. But I have a question for you right now, because this podcast is all about helping purpose-driven entrepreneurs get more traffic to their website so they can have more sales. How do you get traffic to your website?
Yeah. Being on podcasts like this, on summits, like favorite way, I absolutely love to go where my people are already gathered and have rich, fun conversations. So that's like one of my favorite ways and number one ways, not only to drive people to my website, drive traffic to my website, but also to generate sales. I was just sharing with a friend of mine that I had one podcast interview that I did, and it generated by the time, and it was either a 6 months or a year period. Let's just be conservative and say a year. Within a year, that one podcast interview generated $42,000 of revenue.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So I love these opportunities. And then also YouTube.
I've watched you on your YouTube channel, girl. I just see you getting better and soaring higher and higher. I was like, oh, let me see what Althea's doing. Oh my gosh, Althea. Okay. I see you.
Yes, I made a commitment. I started in 2019, and I upped that commitment last year. Really, I wanted, and then you keep on upping your commitment of getting better, right? Like you get good, and you're like, no, I can get a 1% better. So I actually feel like I've just gotten started. And one of the reasons, even though I've been doing since 2019, one of the reasons why I feel like I've just gotten started, we brought on, it's been about 8 weeks, a great team member who's helping me in those efforts from a YouTube perspective. Yeah.
That's good. We all need someone to help us, assist us, coach us, mentor us. We need that because, we should not be trying to do this alone, because
listen,
too much stuff to figure out.
No, Carol, see, you're very good with technology, but the person who we have on, YouTube is not just the videos, it's the thumbnails, it's the ABT testing, it's the editing. So I need to get out of the technology, which I did. And I had someone else getting out of the technology. And then we brought someone who was really specialized in all of the behind the scene technology of YouTube, because we want to stay working in our gifts, right?
Right.
And technology is not my gift.
It's mine, but sometimes I take it too far, or I think I can do all this stuff. So I have to dial it back. I know I was just talking about, I was looking at something. I can't even remember what it was. I joined this group, great coach heading the group, awesome community. I want to mimic my Unmarketing Academy community after his, because it's just so engaged and stuff. And it's because he loves what he does, right? But I needed something to say, hey, wake up, Carol, don't do this, do that. Even, I've been doing web design for 30 years. I know about getting traffic. I know about designing websites. I know about all that behind the scenes stuff. But sometimes the stuff that's right in front of you, you can't see it. What is that thing? You can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see it. And in I think within the first month, I think the first 2 months that I joined there, I increased our income 43%.
Wow.
The first 2 months.
I love it. That was a good investment for you. That was a smart investment.
Smart and good and good. Now we're going to talk about these high ticket sales because I know y'all are interested in this. Y'all want to hear this. So the question I have for you, Althea, is what are 3 sales mistakes that female entrepreneurs make when selling high ticket offers? Tell us all about it.
Yes, the first one, this is really important. It's piggybacking what we started. And this is going to, if this unnerves you, it may be because this is what you're doing. And it is you're selling to people who need your offer instead of selling people who want your offer. What do you mean by that?
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen on that? They need it, but we need some people who want it. That's
who want it, right?
Yes.
And who wants it, right? So people who want it are educated buyers. They're people like, in terms of Carol, who say, listen, I have a website. I want a better website, right? Mm-hmm. I know that it's not just about pretty pictures, right? They have already solved their problem and they're looking to solve it again. They've already had their need met and they want to solve it again. They want to achieve a higher level of result. They're an educated buyer. Again, they know they have a problem. They're actively looking for it to get solved. And then they're going to discover yours offer as a solution. And educated buyers are the best buyers because we're not convincing anyone. They are high ticket buyers. Low ticket buyers are newer along in the journey, Carol. They don't know what they don't know. And so they need a lot of convincing, a lot of cajoling, and they literally, and this is what we do, they can't appreciate the value.
Yeah,
I've done it. Sure. You've done it. We all do it when we're entering a new area.
Right.
So that's the first mistake. The second mistake is people feel guilty. Female entrepreneurs feel guilty about profiting off of what is easy for them to do. So they're saying, can I really get paid to do this? Will people really pay me? It's easy. But here's the truth. It's easy for you, but it's hard for others.
Right.
And people...
that is so right. That is so right.
Like, yes. People will pay good money to do what is hard for them to do. So you have to make a decision that God did call me to prosper off of my gifts. It's a gift God gave me that I've developed over time, and people will pay me good money happily to do, again, what is easy for me to do, but is hard and valuable for them to do. So it's really shifting where you profit off of and getting rid of that guilt, right?
Yeah.
And then the third mistake, Carol, is not investing in developing their sales skills.
Ooh,
you do realize
you hit them at the knees. You hit them at the knees. Oh my goodness, not investing.
Right. It's like we are in business. We can't get around marketing and sales. So you thinking, well, I've got this great product. Well, a great product is not necessarily a best-selling product.
Right.
A product that is sold because they have the CEO, entrepreneur has invested in learning sales principles, sales mindset, sales strategy, sales method. That's the best selling. And whether you are writing a book, you're launching a podcast, you're hosting a summit, you need to learn how to sell those, because after all, what you do changes people's life. But if you don't sell it, you can't change their life. So those are the three. Selling to people who need it, not want it, feeling guilty about profiting off of what is easy for you to do, and not investing in developing your sales skills.
I love those. And especially that first one, because I had a coach in the very beginning of my, thing about being a coach and being a service provider and all that. He always said, sell people what they want. And when they buy from you, give them what they need. And the reason he said that is because they don't know what they need. They just know what they want. That's all they know is what they want. And I gave the two examples. If you tell somebody, hey, you're a productivity coach, I can help you save 2 hours in your day, they will probably go, yeah, I need that. But if you tell that same productivity coach, I've got this software that's easy to use, you can set it up and it'll help you schedule your day. Which one do you want? The one that helps you schedule your day, the one that gives you 2 hours back in your day? They may need that scheduling software, of course, but they want to save time in their day. So you got to think about that. What is it that people want? I love that you said that. So sell them what they want.
This is actually, it's that, and it's even a higher level. What I love about what you said, Carol, and I want to piggyback, is and really important. When you're selling to high ticket buyers, the number one thing that they buy is they want to buy back their time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So when you're presenting, I can help you save 2 hours of your time. That's what they want. And you want to make sure, if you're serious about attracting and closing high ticket buyers, that everything that you communicate to them is about buying back their time. Mm-hmm. See, if you have an offer that requires them to have a lot of contact time with you, even though it gives them what they want, but it requires a lot of contact time with them, they'll say no. And you'll be like, okay, I'm confused. You didn't help them buy back their time.
Right.
So there's a lot of nuances about high ticket buyers. And that's why it's really important to understand and know what high ticket buyers buy, how high ticket buyers buy, so you can sell and close high ticket buyers. It's sales psychology for high ticket buyers.
It really is. Excuse me. It really is. Sales is a learned skill. Even if you think I can't sell, you see those people out there that can sell ice to Eskimos or, sand to beachgoers or whatever. They perfected what they do. They are looking for the triggers that tell them, yes, go forward. Yes, I need this. And even myself, I can recognize my client. And it's so funny. When I was in the one session in that web design group, because we do it on this thing called Circle. I'd never even heard of Circle. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. It's an online community and all that. And we were doing, like, he does his coaching once a week. And one of the ladies said in there, like, something she posted, she was like, I just really clam up when I need to sell a website. And all my websites have been from referrals up until now. And I just think I'm missing something. I knew when I saw that, when I heard that, I was like, that is my client right there. I know I can help her. And I contacted her and I said, hey, I forgot even what I messaged to her. And she was like, oh, okay, I'd love to do that. Let's talk about it. Oh, I know what it was. I was like, hey, I'll do this for you. Why don't we get on the phone and you can practice selling on me? And I'll be the client because, I'm a web designer. I know what I want and don't want. I'm pretty sure that I know what the clients want. So she was like, that's great. That's awesome. So when we got on, and this wasn't even about selling anything, and I knew I wasn't going to sell anything to her. I wasn't trying to, but I knew I could help her, right? What's in it for me? I knew I could help her. So we met on the phone. I mean, on Zoom. I always meet people it's better to meet people on Zoom than on the phone, because on the phone, they could be doing anything. On Zoom, you're actually looking at them. So we met on Zoom. We met on Zoom. And I helped her through that. We did some practices and stuff. And as we were going through this, I wasn't even selling. As we were going through this, I saw where she could improve. I saw things that she wasn't doing. And the first thing I told her, I was like, you're giving them too much doggone information. They don't want all that. They don't even know what to do with that. All they want to know is, can I get my website done? And you're telling them, well, you got to do this. I was like, too much. And then, God said, well, tell her about your unmarketing intensive. I did. And she signed up, So I was like, okay. And it was so funny because we had this conversation around, I was like, this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask them when you get to the end and you're ready to sell them, they're ready to buy the website and stuff. I want you to ask them, what card would you like to put that on? And then just shut up. Don't say nothing. Just, And she was like, Carol, I'm going to try it. So I was telling her about the thing, and she says, aren't you going to ask me what card I'm going to put that on?
Oh, she was ready. She was like, I know I'm a good student. I'm ready.
Yes. Yes. That was so funny. I was like,
Yes.
yeah, which one do you want to put that on? And we did it. You know, it's just when you know your stuff, when you know you, when you have your confidence, when you're like, nobody can beat me at this game because I'm in it to win it. And you go in front of a person and you tell them this thing is $10,000, $5,000, $3,000, $250, whatever it is. There, if y'all are in alignment and they really want this and they've been seeking it out, they're going to pay for it. They're going to get it. So you don't have to be.
And so here's something that I really want us to know, and I know for those who are listening are saying, listen, I feel that there's a part of sales that is pushy, that is manipulative, that's convincing. I've heard people brag about saying, I can sell ice to an Eskimo. I've heard people brag about that I can sell sand to a beach, and I don't want to be like that. And I'm here to say, you don't have to. You can be integral. You know, people are smart. I don't like my intelligence being insulted, and I don't want to insult anyone else's. People know what they want. And so when we show up on the sales calls as our most bold, authentic, and confident self, we do the actions and the activities, and then we're detached to the result.
Right.
Our worth is not based on the result. In the Bible, it says, one plants, one waters, and God creates the increase. And so I want you to just embrace and know that, one, you can sell. It's a skill that can be taught, right? You have to have the right mindset. And the best way to sell is to actually not sell. It's to actually listen to people. As Carol said, Carol was doing social listening and heard a need because she knows her ideal clients and helped the client. And it made sense to share an opportunity for this individual to go deeper. And it made sense to the person. That person said yes. Let's stop insulting people with the foolery and the trickery.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Because we don't have to.
No.
We don't have to.
If I treat you like an adult with sense, you know, and you know what you need, you know what your money issues or plans or whatever. Oh, one more thing I want to say. Don't be spending people's money for them. Don't say, oh, they won't get this. They can't afford this. You don't know what they can afford. You don't know what money that they might have. They may be walking around on the bottom of their shoe every day with $10,000 in their shoe, just waiting to spend it. You don't know. And plus, if somebody really wants something, they're looking for it. Like you said, they're researching, they're trying to do stuff, and an opportunity comes to them and you're there, boom. It's going to work. It's going to work, right? I have one more question for you.
I mean, let's ask the question. Let's ask the question. Have you ever bought something you couldn't afford or wasn't in your budget? I'm going to answer for myself.
Yes, definitely.
Of course you have. Because you wanted and needed to have it. You had to have it. So you found a way and made a way, right? And so, you know, we begin, this is when I begin, I have a 5-day immersive training, and I begin with the mindsets, because saying, oh, no one will ever buy from me, they can't afford it, that is actually exposing your mindset, and it has nothing to do about the other person. That's the inner work that you have to do.
Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. I used to have a colleague, and we would get a program together to put something out, or be talking about something, and they would be like, oh, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Those suckers ain't going to buy. I was like, well, sure or not, they're going to buy. They're not going to buy. First you call them suckers, and then you're thinking they're not going to buy. Ain't nobody going to buy. Why would I buy from you if you think I'm a sucker? You know, come on now. So we have to treat people with respect, know that they have sense, and know that they're going to make the right decision for them, even if it costs more than they can afford. But if they want it, they're going to get it. And I'm not trying to get anybody into any trouble. I'm not trying to just, get everything you have. I sell a service and a product, web design and marketing for the people who want websites for their business that convert web traffic into paying clients. And that's the people that I want. That's the people I deal with, right? And then I sell marketing programs to show them how to market their business so they can get those people and more. Because a website, all the pretty pictures in the world, website just sitting there flying around, ain't nobody visiting it. Nobody's paying you. Come on now. But you know me, you've known me for a long time, Althea, and you know that I was not always this confident. I was not always like this. I remember a very specific time that I asked you, it was about copywriting. And I said, I was going to do this. And then I didn't want to. I started not to. And you're like, girl, I'm so glad you came to me with this because I need that copywriting right now. And I was like,
right. And I hired you. So what I love, Carol, I love this, but Carol, what you're showing people is that, selling brings so much value in the world. And there's always, when you sell a service, it creates more products and services. So Carol realizes, okay, I'm selling a website, but having a website is not enough. It's going to create naturally, authentically create more products and services. This is the same thing with our phone, right? Like
exactly.
We have a phone, but it created, this need for me to have this beautiful Kate Spade handle, and the phone created a need for us to have a cover, and the phone created another product for a case. And so what I'm hearing you've done is you said, I'm going to continue supporting my clients going to the next level. I'm not going to leave them hanging. I'm not going to lie to them and let them believe the lie that a website's all they need. I'm going to provide an opportunity for them to drive traffic to it with marketing services. And so what I'm saying is selling is good. It's not evil.
Right.
It provides tremendous value in the world. And it also naturally, those who have the courage, the Bible says, curse those who hoard their grain, but we pray God's blessings on those who are willing to sell. Those who have the courage to create an offer, to create a product, is actually helping other businesses create supplementary products to it. And we all do it. Zoom had us buy, I'm just using Zoom, had us buy a mic, right? And a camera. So continue to build your sales confidence. We all continue to grow our sales confidence. The confidence I had to sell a $5,000 offer was not the confidence I needed to sell my $40,000 offer or my $200,000 offer. I had to continue to build my sales confidence and do the inner work.
Yes. And we all do. We must continue to do it. That's why I said all coaches, service providers, no matter what you are, you need a coach. You need someone in your corner cheering you on. And, you might need a therapist too, but a coach is not a therapist. You got to keep that, keep those separate. The coach is trying to help you do what you need to do. So, hire the one that's going to help you do what you need to do. So Althea, I have another question for you. What's the thing female entrepreneurs can do to enroll these high ticket clients?
Yeah. So you're going to love this. I believe you're going to love it. I know you do it.
I know.
I know you do it. This is about positioning. We have to make sure that we position our offers properly. And positioning has a lot of different components to it, but we want to make sure that we position our offers and our brands to attract high ticket clients. Let me just give an example. When you're doing marketing, Carol, and I know you do this, you are going to speak to the challenges that only high ticket buyers have. So for instance, if you design websites, you're going to speak to someone who's already had a website, who realizes, man, my first or second, third website, they were pretty, but it didn't drive traffic. So the language that you use, the services that you provide are speaking to people who are already further along in their journey, and you're speaking to their particular issue. Now, here's the thing, when we market, and marketing is an aspect of positioning. And when we're marketing through content and we're speaking to that particular issue that only high ticket buyers buy, we have to be okay with that we may not have the same engagement that beginners will have. Because there's more people who are aspiring to do something than people who are actually doing that thing.
Yes.
Right?
There are,
And so most people are, again, most business coaches are telling people sell to low ticket buyers, and they're going to have a lot of engagement. I didn't say all, I said most. But those who are speaking to high ticket buyers are talking to a smaller pool, but this is a pool who is more educated, who is ready and willing to invest to get their particular problem solved. And this is going to be a game changer. Listen, when we hired our YouTube manager, he stood out because I was interviewing people. Well, I actually didn't do the interview. My executive virtual assistant did the interview, but the applications that came in, and I was reading, and I'm like, nope, because these people are generalists. There was two out of the bunch who were actually providing. You could tell in their portfolio, you could tell in their bio that they were speaking to a higher level YouTuber, someone like myself who's already had 400 videos. So it's not about creating videos. So does that help? Does that make sense, Carol?
It does make sense, because you have to understand. Well, it's just like this, and I'm going to break it down so everybody can understand this one. When you have a baby, the first 3 months, you're not going to treat that baby at 6 months like you did it at 3 months, because it's not the same baby anymore. The baby can at 6 months, the baby can sit up, look around, maybe trying to mouth some words, trying to feed itself. When it was first born, you had to do every single thing because that little infant could do nothing. And then it moved up to a 9-month-old and then a 1-year-old, and the things change. So if you're looking at your people as all one level, that's not going to work, because some of them don't need this thing that you do, and others don't need that thing that you do. But all the things that you do, some of them need a lot of that. And then some of them, like, I want everything. Well, if you have someone that wants everything, you're not going to sell this little one thing to them. And they're like, I told you I want everything, because they'll get ticked at you. I told you I want everything. How much is it for me to get everything? Give me everything now. So, hey, I got a product for that. Here's everything. There you go. Let's do it. So you have to look at your people like that,
I love it. And what I'm saying, I'm going to piggyback on this. I'm child free. You have 2 children. One of my executive virtual assistant, she has 3 children. When you have a mother, their first child, they read all the books, they have all the things, but by the time they're having their third, they're like, oh, I can have 2 more. She always says, you know what, Althea, after the second, it doesn't matter. I can have a third or a fifth. I already have it all figured out. She's an educated mommy, right? She's a mama who's like, I got this. I don't have to have all this. So when you're speaking to a new mom and you're selling to a new mom, it's very different than you were to sell to a mom of 4. You're gonna communicate very different to a mom of 4, because mom of 4 is gonna say, I don't need that. That doesn't work.
I tried that already.
Okay. A new mom's like, oh yeah, I'll get this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this. So position yourself to speak to that seasoned mama, right? That seasoned mama who tried it before, done that before, heard it before, right? And knows exactly when you speak to their unique challenges that they're going to be like, finally.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And we have to accept that change, because I have a perfect scenario for you. Before, I know my audience knows that I'm in Mexico right now. So before I moved to Mexico, me and my husband, We just consumed every video we could about Mexico, moving to Mexico, living in Mexico, what Mexico wants, just everything, right? And we were avid house hunter international. We just looking like, oh, I wonder, is that where we're going to be, and stuff like that. Now, since we're actually in Mexico and have experienced the Mexican people, the Mexican Riviera, all of the Yucatan Peninsula and stuff, since we have experienced that, we know BS when we hear it.
There
And
you go.
I'll tell you one major BS thing it is, because a lot of the YouTubers would say, oh, you don't need to know that much Spanish. Those people speak Spanish, but the touristy areas like Playa del Carmen, that's where we are, right? That is so wrong. Only 10% of the Mexicans even are dual language. They speak Spanish and English. Most of the people, just about, I say 95% of the Mexican people that I've met here speak some English, just like I speak some Spanish. So, don't be listening to YouTube and get down here and you're just like talking English and they're looking at you like, okay, what? No, go on somewhere. So you have to do that with your clients. As your clients grow, you're going to grow because they have more needs. You have more needs. And then you can't sit around and still try to offer them these little beginner things because they're like, Carol, I bought that from you last time. I don't need that now. I've got 3 websites. Yes. I got this, I got that. So we have to know our people. Like I said, me growing in confidence, you growing in confidence, you are growing. I remember when you first started your YouTube channel and you were putting your YouTube out, you were doing your things. And now I look at your YouTube channel like, oh my God, just like I said before, now you're hiring a strategic person with your YouTube channel to help you with specific pieces, not just a video, not just putting the tags on there, not just uploading, not just doing the video, to really strategically work behind the scenes and make the videos what they need to be to attract the people that you want into your tribe, right? So we've got to all grow with that. And all that has to do with sales. All that has to do with sales,
Right.
We've
and
got to realize that.
Again, listen, Carol, this is for those I love everything you're saying. Yeah. This is, spot on, like gold after gold after gold that you're dropping, right? Your clients are going to grow. They're going to, I'm not going to try to say a fancy word. This is if you want to, as you grow, so will your client, if you want to grow with them. Now, if you're saying, listen, I only want to work with the beginners, that's not a problem. Althea and Carol, I just want to work with low ticket. That's not a problem. But if you're saying, listen, I want to work with people who are value conscious and price insensitive. I want to get on my fastest path to make the most amount of money possible doing what I love to do, what is easy for me to do. I want to attract a higher level client, a more educated buyer, then do what we're saying. Okay, I just want to be clear because we're really distinguishing between the two. And I love, yes, it's perfect. You absolutely should serve a broader audience and in the right order. Listen, you guys, I made a face because when you go to my YouTube channel and you'll go to videos and you'll go to the first, you'll see how interesting my first videos were with no mic, no lighting. Didn't even have the video, the camera angled the right way. And you'll see, I was talking really fast, Carol, right? So nervous, noisy background. And over time, I had to do the work, right? Develop the skills, hire the coaches. I hired a YouTube coach in 2019 because, listen, I got so sick, Carol, starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping my YouTube channel. And I realized it looks easy, but I don't know what I'm doing. Why don't I fast track the process and hire someone who can help me avoid the mistakes, learn the strategies I need to get, optimize my YouTube channel, figure out which equipment I actually needed, right? So, we all start somewhere.
Right. I wanted to piggyback off what you said. Now, if it's nothing wrong with if you want to start with the beginner people, you got to be the expert in the beginner people. This expertise, confidence, you got to have it at all levels. Because I remember for a long time, you remember Sister Sense? Were you ever part of her? I can't think of her name right now.
No.
Black lady.
And she's ringing a bell, but it's not clicking.
Yeah,
It's not registering.
if I brought her name out, and I don't know why I can't think, just because I'm getting old, I guess. But her thing was she knew how to deal with Black people. She was a Black woman. She knew the nuances of dealing with Black people because we got our own thing that we deal with. We're not going to pay but so much money. We're not going to do but so much. We're going to compare things. So she knew, and she made this great empire out of selling to Black women. That was her thing. And you know how Black people say, Black people not going to buy from you. Black people don't buy from each other. Leave all that mess alone. Just like they say, Mexico is dangerous. The United States is dangerous. Hello. You got to get on your own track, and you got to be the best at it. If you want to service beginners, middle of the road, old people about to go out somewhere, be the best that you can be. That's what you need to do at what you do, because that's when you excel. Even if I know plenty of people who have started out, I just want to, do with the beginner people. That's fine. And they are experts at what they do. They can tell you how to, do the whole beginning thing. That's just not me.
That's so good. I mean, this is number one. This is about caring so much about your client that you know them almost better than they know themselves.
Exactly.
Because you've studied their psychographics. You've studied, how they buy, when they buy, why they buy, what stops them. And you're really able to serve them because you care so much about them. Daniel Priestley says it's radical empathy, right? And so that's so good, so important.
Yes.
The other component, again, we're going back to the mindset. There's so many lies that we have been told from family members, from the church, from the system, that we are not even realizing that we are living where we are, that's keeping us stuck and under monetized, right? And we just accepted them as fact, right? And so it's really important to understand the lies that are the sales lies that are keeping you stuck. You just said it. Black people don't buy. And some of the things I find so interesting, it's like Black people don't buy from other Black people. That's a lie. Well, how do you know it's a lie, Althea? Because I'm a Black woman who's bought from other Black women. Right? So right there, that makes it a lie, right?
Yes.
Christians don't invest high ticket offers. That's a lie. Althea, how do you know it's a lie? Well, I'm a Christian and I invested a high level offer. I serve other Christians who invest at a high level. That's a lie. So there's so many lies that well-meaning people have told us that we don't even realize it's a lie, and we are operating on a subconscious, unconscious level from that lie. So, Carol, you're dropping gems. I hope they're picking up what we're laying down for them.
One gem that I want them to pick up is a challenge that you have for them. Tell us a challenge that's going to help you break through this mindset thing that you got, get out of that sandbox and get going. What is it?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel frustrated because you know that you could be making so much more money? Are you ready to work with a higher level client? You want to attract serious all-in clients, but you're not quite clear on the path to go? Do you want to break through your sales ceiling? Would you like to 10x your fees without losing a single client? If that's you, then I have a 5-day live sales training. It's immersive sales training, and it's our Grow Your Sales Challenge. So day one, I'm sharing closing. I'm sorry, that's not day one. Day one, I'm sharing mindset secrets, right? And these are all about understanding the 9 biggest sales lies that are keeping you stuck and under monetized, and how you can change how you think about sales and think about yourself so you can sell your way to wealth. Day 2 is all about positioning secrets, where I'm teaching you how to position yourself to be found by people who want to buy what you have to sell. And I'm sharing the 2 places. There's only 2 places where you need to go to position yourself to attract the right clients. Day 3 is selling secrets. And we're really honing in on helping you build your sales confidence. So you don't have to convince, cajole, pull or push, but you're able to sell to people who value your expertise. If you want to learn how to do that, you're going to love day 3. Now, day 4 is a game changer. And day 4 is multiplying profit secrets. And I'm sharing my proven strategy that helped Dr. June. Dr. June, I helped with something else. Dr. I helped her go from selling a training for $750 to now selling it for over $7,000. She 10x'd her fees in less than 3 years. And listen, she did it with the same client. So if you want to learn how to 10x your fees, maybe it's 3x your fees, maybe it's 4x, maybe 5x. You're going to learn how to multiply your profits in day 4. And then day 5 is bringing it all together. And these are closing secrets. And this is where I help Dr. June. And this is, I can't promise this result for you, but if you want a chance to have this result, where she closed a $25,000 client in a single sales conversation, listen, with no website, no social media presence, and no brand. So I'm going to share with you my proven framework, my one-call close, where people will say yes to your offer and pay you in a single sales conversation. And that's happening in the Grow Your Sales Challenge. Love for you to be there. It's going to be amazing if you want to build your sales confidence and, enroll high-ticket clients.
Yes. Because I can say I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I got to get in there because I have a retreat coming up that I'm going to do in bringing people to Playa del Carmen, Mexico in 2025. And this is like the biggest thing that I've ever done, ever, because I'm going to help some women break some molds, break through some mindsets, and really be the entrepreneur, the purpose-driven entrepreneur they're supposed to be. So yes, honey, I will be there, and y'all need to be there as well. So I know that,
join Carol, join myself. It's going to be amazing.
Yes, and I know it's going to be amazing because Althea, my friend, is doing it, and she is so fiery. Y'all see how fiery she is now? Oh my gosh! Wait till we get in on this challenge. Oh my goodness! Althea, thank you so much for joining me today. But I know you have one more thing that we talked about that you want to. I want everybody to join this challenge. Look at the link below. But also, we have a challenge that we're putting out to the audience now. Whether or not you joined her 5-day challenge, this is a challenge that Althea is putting out to you. And what is that, Althea?
Yeah. So yes, this is really important. Listen, Joyce Myers, we all love Joyce Myers, and she says you can't have a positive life with a negative mindset. I say you can't have positive cash flow in your business with a negative mindset around sales. Ooh. And what I hear from many women, even, no matter on the level, right? These are women who tend to procrastinate and hesitate whenever it's time to sell, is they'll say things like selling is hard. Mm-hmm. Now, selling is hard is a poverty fixed mindset. When the truth is selling is easy to do when you know how to do it. It's hard to learn because there's a lot of unlearning. And so my challenge for you is to change how you think about sales so that you can have a greater positive cash flow. So instead of saying sales is hard, which we know sales is a skill, again, that can be taught. It's easy to do when you know what to do. It's hard to learn definitely on your own because of unlearning. So I want you to challenge yourself and say things like, selling is easy. Maybe you say, I'm learning how to sell more and more each day. I'm getting better at selling. Yeah. Do you see how that's expansive and that opens up the mindset? Selling is hard, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the challenge for our high achievers, if you're a high achiever like myself, let's raise your hand. Listen, not only I want you to adopt this new mindset, selling, I can learn selling, I'm getting better at selling. I need your actions to support that. So if you say I'm getting better at selling every day, what action would support that? You investing in a course, a challenge, a book, a podcast to develop, to actually get better at selling. So not only take on the new mindset, make your actions support the mindset. How'd that sound? Like those, we want to hear, like, I'm going to take this challenge on, right? Like selling is easy. I can learn selling. We want to hear it in the chat.
Yes, definitely. Let us know, because you can go anywhere on social media, and I want you to tag us with Unmarket Your Business Podcast.
Yes.
You can go to Althea, and that reminds me of Althea. If someone wants to find you online, where do they need to go to find you?
Right. So here, if you're on social media, the best place to find me is on YouTube. Just Google Althea McIntyre. You have my name right there.
Right.
You can also find me at altheamcintyre.com. So when you on YouTube, search in the YouTube search function Althea McIntyre, right? And you can also go to altheamcintyre.com. So, and then we're going to see you in the challenge. You're going to use the link that Carol provided.
Right there on the screen. Y'all need
right
to be
there on the screen.
Yes, if you want to sell more, if you want to sell better, if you want to just sell, learn how to sell. Look at us right here. Look at Althea. You know, she exudes confidence. You know, you just think, like, if she tells me to buy something, I'm going to buy it. So you need to be like that too. So go there. Althea,
Carol, I want to say something. Thank you so much. Carol, I wasn't always this way. Right. I had such a fear of rejection. You know what, Carol, it was actually embarrassing. One of my VAs, this is over a decade ago, about 12 years ago, said to me, "Oh, Althea, it's obvious you don't like to sell. You hardly sell.
Wow.
It's obvious you have a fear of rejection." Carol, can I tell you how embarrassed I was? I was like, oh my God, I thought it was only me, right? So Carol, I would have these webinars. You remember teleseminar? Remember that tool? Right? Okay. Carol and I would have these teleseminars monthly, and people, and the Q&A would be over, and people would be waiting for me to present the opportunity to go deeper. And I would just say, if you like what you heard, you can go to my website and just contact me. Now, Carol, a few would, but not most.
No,
but not most.
You're not telling them what to do. You're giving them a choice. It's like yes or no, do it or don't.
I was being passive.
Right.
I was being passive, indirect, and I would be like filled with anxiety even doing that. So I want you to know, if someone who had such a fear of rejection, where it was obvious to everyone that I was afraid of selling, if now people say, Althea, when I think of sales confidence, I think of you. If I can do this journey, you can do it too. And I'd love to partner with you along the way.
I have one thing. I know we've gone way over, but this has been great and amazing and awesome. But I want to say something. I was trained to sell. I was trained as a fitness director to sell. They put me through everything. I was a fitness director for like a eating company, or this or that. I went through all the objections, everything, and I hated it. I hated being salesy. I hated the ickiness, how I felt, until I met this coach that said, sales is a conversation. It flipped me all the way. I was like, what? It's a conversation? You mean I don't have to get down on them and say, you need this or you're going to die? No, you just make them feel like that on the inside. If they don't get this, they're missing out on everything in life, but you're not telling them. They're making themselves feel that way. And when you make them feel that way in their self, in a good way, not like, oh God, I'm scared of you. Because if you do that and make them scared of you, what's going to happen? Buyer's remorse are going to come back. I don't want this anyway. I came to my senses. No, we want to sell authentically. We want to sell authoritatively. Is that a word?
Yes.
And we want to sell the real stuff. We want to be real, because when I sell, I'm like, I'm real. If you don't do this, what else you going to do? Where's your website? You got any people now? I'm crazy. So that's how I am. So before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you so much, Althea.
Thank you.
Fun and awesome. And I hope everyone got as much out of this as we put into this, because this is in the atmosphere now and we're doing this. And I'm going to be in that sales challenge because I need me some more. I need to sell this retreat, and I'm going to do it. I'm going
And people need to be sold that retreat. It sounds amazing.
Yes, we will. So everybody, I'm going to let you out of here right now. Thank you so much. Thank you, Althea. And we'll see you next time. Is your website ready for prime time? When your ideal prospects land on your website, do they see the true professional you are? Or are they greeted by a site that's not quite ready for prime time? For 30 years, we've helped coaches and service providers transform their online presence into powerful client-attracting machines. As a premier website designers in the Atlanta area, we don't just build websites, we create conversion engines that work for you 24/7. Why choose CSI for your WOW website? We're experts in authority marketing. We help you convert web visitors into paying clients with our proven unmarketing strategy. We offer complete protection. We'll work hard to keep your website safe from hackers and accessible to all. And we offer purpose-driven results, custom designed for coaches and service providers who want to make a real impact. If you're ready to make an impact with your website, download our free WOW Website Planner today. Inside this planner, it'll give you all the information you need to create your own WOW website. Whether you use us or someone else, you need a WOW website that converts web visitors into paying clients. So go to csicorporation.com/planner right now and download the free WOW Website Planner. Hey, thanks for watching that. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Is she fiery? She is fiery as anything, right? I love Althea. She is something else. And she is the Christian saleswoman for real. She lets you know up front who her God is, who she follows, how the Holy Spirit helps her. And she lets you know that you can make money as a faith-driven, faith-fueled, faith-based person with faith, person of faith, entrepreneur, right? She tells you how to do it. I loved talking with her. It was just great. Now, my client success story is Donna Howell. Donna Howell is a web design client of mine, and she, at 50, she restarted her life, and she took that and turned it into her company, Restart with 2 T's, Your Life. And she is a Christian life coach, and she helps women to reconnect to God, find themselves, and learn what they need to do in the world. So Donna, this is your spotlight today. I am so happy that I was able to be part of your life in some way and help you get that website up and running. So check out restartyourlife.com from Donna Howell. Hey there, would you like to be a guest on the Unmarket Your Business podcast? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Are you ready for your spotlight? Be on the lookout. All you need to do is be awesome by either being a client or by letting me know you used, did, or followed the advice you heard right here or on a previous episode. Post it on social media and be sure to tag me at CSI Corporation and use the hashtag Best Unmarketing Strategy. Your spotlight is waiting. All right, so we've come down to the end. Let me recap the episode, the 3 top things that I took away from it. Number 1, stop selling people what they need and sell them what they want, because they're more likely to buy what they want than what they need. Who goes out there and buys what they need? You know, it takes you a long time to decide that, but that want stuff, you want that quick. So stop selling to people what they need and sell them what they want. The second thing was get rid of the guilt of getting paid for what you do so easily. You know, I am a web design wizard. I am not ashamed to say it. I am not ashamed to tell it. I'm not ashamed of any bit of it. And I know that most of the people, probably all the people that I help with their website either don't know how to do it, don't want to know how to do it, or don't have time to do it. So I do it, and they are amazed at the work that I do for them. And I am amazed of the work that God has allowed me to do for them and what actually happens, how it all turns out. And then the third thing, and I think this is key, you can't have positive cash flow with a negative mindset. So get rid of all that junk that's in your head about you're not good enough. Why should people buy from you? Why should people do anything with you. Who are you to do this kind of stuff? And know that God has chosen you to do whatever it is that you do. Get your mindset together. Know that you can put these products out there and people will buy them, whether it's a product or a service, because all they're still, they're still products, even if it's a service, and that you can get paid for it. Would you like to get free coaching from me? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. All right, now it's time to get this book. And what book is that? Well, mine, of course. The Unmarket Your Business book, 10 Ways for Savvy Entrepreneurs to Stand Out, Stop Struggling, and Start Profiting. I wrote this book way back in 2017 to tell my story of how I made money in my business and made it the success that it was at that time. And I still use these things to make it even bigger of a success. And actually, I still use these no-cost and low-cost strategies that are extremely valuable today. I do all of them. I might not do them exactly the same way as before. Like some things have really been enhanced, like my ability to create a best-selling book, because I don't know. Yes, I did say that the first chapter is write a best-selling book, but now I'm even more effective at doing that. And marketing on social media. I am not a social media maven or anything. I don't manage people's social media, but I know about my social media and how I can do it for me. So I suggest that you do the same. And all of the other 8 ways in there, I still do every one of them. And it's amazing that it's so simple that they work. So now this is your assignment. Your assignment is to sign up for Althea's 5-day challenge. And you can do that at CSIcorporation.com/GYS5. Why did I name it that? I don't know, but that's what it is. CSIcorporation.com/GYS5. So there was some naming convention in my brain when I did that. Who knows what it was, but that's what it is. So go get that challenge. If you want to sell better, sell with confidence, and not even feel like you're selling, you're just having a conversation with the people to give them what they want so you can get what you want, right? Now, join me next week because it's a very special episode. I'm having a multi-panel episode again, and this one is called Taking Your Business Global. I invited 4 of my colleagues who are all of us are living abroad. We're U.S. citizens living abroad and doing our business, minding our business, and making it work. So I just wanted to let you know that you can do this and show you examples of people who have done it as well. And then my very special guest moderator is Sabrina Hammonds of Kingdom Connections Podcast Agency. We are working on her website right now. It's going to come out very soon, and she will be in the spotlight when it comes out. So thank you very much for listening and tuning in and watching today. Bye for now. See you again next time. Thank you for listening to the Unmarket Your Business podcast. Heard something you want to take action on? Great. Check out the show notes on unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Please do me a favor and leave a review or on whatever platform you use to access this podcast. It really helps us to spread the word and get this podcast in front of the entrepreneurs that need it. See you next episode.